Fletcher Tabutai.
Mr Speaker, the nets go on and on about being serious about money, being serious money men. But it's a load of rubbish. They're rubbish at it. The reason their so-called plan is working for them is because they have no plan.
That's right.
And it's now, because things are getting seriouser, it's now that the people of New Zealand are finally able to see that they have no plan and they have no vision whatsoever. Under National, sir, there are more people unemployed than there were when they took power. There is more debt now than when they took power. There are now more immigrants coming into New Zealand, way more than when they took power. Nearly all of them are unskilled, by the way. Nearly all of them are unskilled, simply masking the lack of a real plan for New Zealand. It's not a panacea. They're coming in, and instead of focusing on a real plan, a real way of generating wealth in our regions, we get more and more people coming into the Auckland economy, creating this consumerist economy that completely misleads New Zealand about what's going on. It's so that they can talk about average GDP figures, averages. The 1% are getting richer, but everyone else is getting poorer, sir. What about the balance of payments? It's getting worse. This minister has not had a single surplus since he took the job. Not a single surplus. So if this was a cricket match, this guy would have hit a maiden over by now. And it's not a cricket match, but those are his own rules. Those are the rules he set for himself. And he's hit a maiden over. It's unbelievable. Where is the brighter future this minister promised in 2008? No one is seeing it. Most young Kiwis can't even afford to buy a house, let alone get on to a Kiwi farm. Wages have stagnated. Where is the growth that this party promised, that this National Party promised the people of New Zealand? There is next to nothing, sir, if you look outside of the Auckland housing bubble. If you look outside of the Christchurch rebuild, and unfortunately those numbers are now going in the wrong direction as well. But the scary thing from the global dairy trade downturn is the flow-on effects. We are already seeing the flow-on effects of our farmers, our New Zealand farmers, having to close their checkbooks now, and the flow-on, sir, is regional business is not getting the business that they once were. Now, the books don't show that to this government just yet. The books haven't caught up with reality. So that national government sits there and continues to deny the facts. But the books will reflect that reality very soon. It's unbelievable. This government took credit for the low Kiwi dollar this morning. They took credit for that, like somehow they made that happen. What a joke. Yes, they say now, yes, but look at the low interest rates. They know they're low because the economy is heading down the proverbial, sir. Interest rates are going down because this economy is not performing. The Nets, and look at what they're focused on now in the Health and Safety Act. Secret tribunals taken straight out of the ISDS provisions of the TPP, and now you've got school principals talking about how they can't and they're not willing to let kids play on playgrounds anymore. They're not willing to let kids go on trips anymore. This is from the guys that hit Helen Clark over shower heads and pies in schools. If Labor was a nanny state, then this is National's nanny state in denial. That's right. Thank you, Mr Speaker.